Welcome to Shooting It Straight with Stan. I am your host, Stan, the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states. Today's topic, political chaos equals contractual opportunities. So political chaos, you familiar with that? Seen any of that? Turned the television on recently? At the time of this taping, wow. I mean, there's just so much going on. It's just hard to even track the chaos. Now, I really don't care. I don't care if you're on the left, if you're on the right. It doesn't matter to me because both Republicans and Democrats buy annuities. We don't care. We just want everyone to hopefully get along. Sounds pretty sappy. We're just kind of looking out for what you're trying to do with the safe part of your money. But in my opinion, and you see this every day with the markets, they gyrate. Now, fortunately, they keep gyrating down and then they go back up and they go back up at the time of this taping. Check the date. But eventually, there will be a situation, there will be a market event, there will be something politically that happens that will create some problems. At the time of this taping, we saw a little bit of a blurb of a Bitcoin issue that scared some people, where people just cashed out and were like, wait a minute, that pulled the rug out from a few people. And if you look at the interesting part about crypto and Bitcoin, I have nothing against it. In fact, I knew guys that bought it at 100, and I knew guys that bought it at 70, and then God bless them. But I read an article the other day. There's been like 3,700 coins created. Coins like Bitcoin. Bitcoin's a coin. 3,700, of which 97% of those are worth zipola. Zip. Okay? Now, let me give you a scenario. Let's say that one of our fearless leaders, don't care who it is, gets up one day and says, you know what? We're not going to even look at any type of crypto anymore, because what we're going to do as a country is create our own crypto, Eagle coin or US coin or whatever. And that's where all the crypto is going to go. That's what we're going to use as a country for crypto. What if that happened? You're saying, wait a minute, Stan, that's never going to happen because blah, 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 fill in the blank. But I'm just saying, what if it does happen? What if it does happen? What if that political chaos happens and you're holding a lot of your money in there? There's going to be a problem. Okay, we've already seen some stocks be affected with tariffs, etc. Hopefully you've been on the right end of the artificial intelligence trades out there and the money that's flowing in and out, etc. But there's going to be some bad things happen that's going to hurt your portfolio. My question to you is, I need you to look rationally at your age. I know what you're saying. You're saying, Stan, you're a youngster, you're a young buck, you're vibrant, you're healthy. That's not true. I'm 61 years old and I'm aging quickly. But the point I'm trying to make is, look at your age, your health. How much longer do you really have? Truly. How much longer do you really have to live a good life, to live a healthy life? Answer the question. So why aren't you trying to maximize your lifestyle for the remaining years? Now, if you're 40 years old, shut the video off. You shouldn't be considering annuities anyway. But if you're seasoned like us, okay, you're looking for lifestyle, or at least your spouse is nudging you going, hey, it's time. It's time for us to get more income. We need to go see the grandkids. We need to go to Europe, whatever it is. So political chaos, you can look at it two ways. You can say, wait, this is the greatest reality television I have ever seen in my life because it's never ending. And that is true. It is great reality television. Okay, but political chaos, and the political chaos that we're seeing, and I think that will be around for a long time because we're so polarized and divided, that political chaos equals opportunity for locking things in, for contractual guarantees. You have opportunity for lifetime income guarantees. You have opportunity for principal protection guarantees. You have opportunity for legacy type guarantees. Okay? If you go to my site at theannuityman.com, you can run quotes and look at rates until your heart's content, and no one's going to call you. No one will ever call you unless you schedule a call and say, call me at this time, and then we call you right on the dot. And even then, we're listening, and we're not a hammer looking for a nail. Okay? But I want you to, yes, let's watch whatever cable show you want, listen to whatever political podcast you want. Doesn't matter to me. But as you're listening, start thinking to yourself, wait a minute, this might be time to lock in some guarantees. I don't know what's going to happen with all of these wars and all of these conflicts all over the world. I don't know if some rogue person drops a nuclear bomb, what happens to the market. I can tell you what's going to happen to the market. It's going to take a royal dump is what it's going to happen. Royal dump. That's different from just a normal dump. It's a royal dump. Multi-layered, okay? So for us as a country, to look at the global world, the political chaos, not only in this country, but definitely in other countries, and say, yeah, everything's cool, everything's good. Market's going to keep going up. I'm just going to ride this thing out because I'm a market guru. I kind of know what I'm doing. And maybe you do. Maybe you're that 1% that actually does know what they're doing in the market. The rest of you are throwing darts and you know it. Take some of those darts and put them in guarantees and make sure that your family's taken care of, your spouse is taken care of, and you are taken care of in case something does happen in the world, that political chaos that we're talking about. So political chaos, it equals annuity contractual opportunities. Go to my site at theannuityman.com and check out the customized quotes for your specific situation, your specific date of birth, your specific state of residence, your specific spouse date of birth. You can go there and run those customized quotes, and we show them to you for free. You can run them forever. I think we have hundreds of thousands of quotes run every single month. Last time I looked, it was such a high number, and I'm paying all this money for free quotes, and I'll continue to pay money for the free quotes because I want you to be able to kick the tires without somebody in your ear going, and we don't do that. We're not going to chase you down. You're going to make your decisions on your terms and on your time frame with the best information out there. Period. End of story. My name is Stan, the Annuity Man. That is Shooting It Straight with Stan, and I'll see you next time.